Well, good morning. It's July 28th, Sunday, and we're here in South Lyon, Michigan at the community garden plots. And we're going to take a look at some of the stuff that we've got going on here on ours. As I mentioned last time, we have some issues going on with our cucumbers. Not sure what's going on with that one yet, but definitely know that this one's dead. The Cucumber Beetle definitely got a hold of it, and there's just no saving it, as I mentioned last time. But oh look, we got some good pickles coming in right now on this plant that's nice and healthy. These will be ready to pick in a few days, maybe a week. But it's good to see we got blossoms and we've got new growth on there too as well. Gonna run through some of the stuff with our tomato plants that we have here and some do's and don'ts that I ran into this year. This year we planted about twice as many tomato plants as we normally do. Why? Have no clue, it just happened. But the result was we didn't have enough cages and didn't have enough support around the tomatoes as they matured. Definitely should have got stuff up around these before this got out of control, which at this point it is now. And we've got a whole row of sweet 100s, and they're definitely doing well. Yeah, got to pick that up. Let's take a look at what we got right now. Got a lot on this one. Probably one of the nicest plants I have at the moment, and this one does have a cage, but it is definitely out of control. Your sweet 100s will mature just like this, and they do a nice rows, and it's really cool when they start turning red. It'll just go from green, green, red, 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 red until they need to be picked. When these start going though, and you better have a bucket with you, because with the amount of plants that I have, we are going to be out here and busy. Today I think I'm going to go through and start pruning some of this bad fungus branches that have issues here, trim it up a little bit, and try and also support it up. One of the cool things, people think to use string, or sometimes people use zip ties. Like here, I've used a little bit of string to kind of support this up against the pole that I have in here. Just kind of ditch effort to get it done. But best thing that I found that works is hair ties. You can go to the dollar store or something along those lines, and they are elastic. So they not only support the plant leaves, but they help with growth too as well. They're not going to dig into the plant. They actually will expand as the plant grows, so it doesn't hurt the plant at all. It's a big plus. Same thing here. We're using a hair tie to, or headband, whatever you want to call it, to support the plant on the pole there. What are these? I know these are our early girls, and forgive me for not knowing this. I have a lot of plants. Oh, let's fix this. And as you notice, the yellowing at the bottom, we got to take care of that. But sometimes this happens. The wind kicks up pretty good over here and knocks these things over. I got to stake this one down. I've got a lot of them staked up though. Good thing with these cages, when I first built them last year, I think these are one of the nicer ones that I made. Just scrap wood. Sorry, I just had a bug fly in my mouth. Scrap wood. This actually was a bed frame from IKEA. The little slats that they have to go across. Took the whole thing apart. Somebody put it on the side of the road. Cleaned it up. Got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tomato cages out of it. When you first build these things, and I can put some dimensions in the description possibly, when you first build these things, what you realize is that, oh man, this thing's too big. Like you think, hey, I made this thing way too wide and the plant's never going to grow to it, but I assure you, take a look. The plants will grow into the cage that you have, and I love this format as opposed to the wire. The wire ones, a branch will catch and it'll just start lifting it out of the ground as the plant grows. That doesn't happen. You can stay on top of this and just make sure you keep stuffing the vines inside of the slats as the plant grows upward. Got a couple nice zucchini here. Again, If you like that size, that is a perfect size to pick. That is a nice zucchini, great size. I would say I would pick that today, but I'm actually not gonna. I'm gonna leave it for another day. These other pickling cucumbers we got going on here. Excellent. And I mentioned yesterday that we might lose this plant, but I think what happened was it caught, something came through here and either ate or broke off some of these branches. And yeah, but what I do see is something I really don't like. I'm going to show you this right now. I just noticed. Beetles have laid eggs on the plants, and we need to get those off there. I need to get my diatomaceous earth up here, dry those out, get those off there. What I'll do with my hand right now is I'll crush them. It's kind of gross, but gotta get those off there before they hatch. And they're pretty strong too. They're pretty rough, and sometimes they don't just snap in your hand, so you got to really give them some pressure to the point where you might actually kind of hurt the leaf. But I'll tell you what, you'd rather have these things dead and a leaf damaged than have these things grow to maturity. Yeah, look at that. I might actually snip that off, because that literally, yes, this is going to hurt the plant a little bit, but I need to get that off there. Let's use a pair of scissors. Careful not to let it drop off. Let's take a look at this real quick, see what we got. Probably shouldn't be carrying it over anything else that it can infect, but get good. Zoom in on that. These are, I don't know what type of beetle this is. You know, could be the potato beetle, could be the cucumber beetle. I'll find out. I know certain varieties attack certain plants. Last year I had, last year I had a lot of problems with our eggplant. The potato beetle likes any of the thing from the nightshade family and will destroy those pretty quickly. I see some more on this plant, so I think I'm going to work on getting this cleaned up today. See what else I got. Yeah, got some more here. We need to take care of this. This is going to get out of control in like the next week. So, ooh, there's one. There it is. The guy that we want to kill everything right there. Oh, he jumped. You see him? There he is right there. Bastard. That, I believe, is the cucumber beetle. It is, yep. So, that little guy is what we need to kill. And we need to get rid of them quickly, or they'll infect the plant like they did those two over there, and they'll kill the plant. Okay, I'm going to work on that in a minute. Let me get rid of this leaf. It's a damn shame. I won't even compost this. I'm just going to drop it on the ground here and just smash it with my foot. Alright. Let's go take a look at something else real quick before I get to that. We've had a lot of rain here in the last couple of weeks. As you can see, some of these tomato plants, their leaves are curling up. Sometimes that's an indicator of way too much water. But I think we're going to water today. It's safe. We haven't watered in a few days and there hasn't been any rain. I'm going to clean up this part of the garden over here. Here's what I want to show you guys. You guys probably haven't seen yet. Got some kale. Again, don't know what this is. Going to find out real quick, but let's take a look at our honeybees. So the girls are super active this morning, and they're looking really good. This hive's great. It's the second year I've had a hive out here, and they are awesome. The people around here greatly appreciate the fact that we brought the bees in. A couple people were pretty hesitant at first, but you know, a lot of the people said they had significant more growth last year when I brought them in, because beforehand we didn't really see any bees out here. Now you see them everywhere. This little hive here will just they'll work this whole area over here, and pretty much anywhere in this whole area. As you can see, maybe you can see them, but trying to focus in there. Them flying around the air. Do a good job. They're busy. Also got our pumpkins. Again, this is looking really good. Planted these a month later than everything else for the reason of making sure that the pumpkins didn't get too big or start to rot out before we got a chance to pick them. And did I just... I don't think so. I have to stake this up. I'm going to grab a little stake that up, and water over here. I think it's getting pretty dry. Okay, right now I am going to sign off, and I'll show you guys next time when I come on what we did to clean up the zucchini and the yellow squash. So, thanks a lot. Bye.